Hello, hello. Good afternoon, guys. Hello, everybody. We're going to draw some awesome majestic elephants. First off, let's go ahead and make sure that everybody has your screen enlarged. Use that button up there, okay? And just a reminder, go ahead. Oh, you know what? Here, shrink this screen so you can see all four screens, and then take a look at the map real quick. Look at that map. Can you guys see it? Enlarge the map. And look, all over the map, you can see where everybody's from. Isn't that neat? Give me a happy face if that's totally cool. We have students scattered all over the East Coast. I hope you're staying warm. I know it's really cold all over the country. So you guys stay warm. It was 20 degrees in Texas this morning, just really cold. All right. Once you have this elephant full screen, give me a happy face. And we're going to draw. We've got a good group today. Look at that. All these happy faces. Awesome. Well, we're going to draw elephants today. Now, the first drawing I want to draw is the baby elephant. This is Mama Elephant, and we're going to draw Mama Elephant. We're going to draw you riding the elephant, and you're going to be leading the herd of elephants away. Look at, you stepped on some cookie crumbs. You stepped on a flower. You stepped on your little brother's toe. Ow! Not going to be fun. And then we're going to use my smartphone. We're going to use my iPhone, and we're going to pull up images of real elephants, and we're going to draw this grandpa, this bull elephant, looking at you, going, "Hey, how are you doing?" Now, last night I took my daughter to the grocery store. We had to get a couple things, and she had to get some shampoo for herself, and I needed to. And so I was in the shampoo aisle. And I'm thinking in my head, always thinking, I'm looking for elephants. I was looking through Chris Van Allsburg books, and I was looking through Graham Base books for just great elephants to inspire me. And look what I saw when I wasn't even thinking about elephants. In the back of my mind, I was subconsciously, right? But I was thinking about shampoo. Look what I saw in the shampoo aisle. Look at this, okay? Shampoo, right? I had to buy this for this. Look. Elephants! So you never know where you're going to see inspiration. It could be on a bottle of shampoo. Where's my Gorilla? Remember the Gorilla Glue? Do you guys give me half face? Remember I did a whole lesson based on the Gorilla Glue. Remember that? I had that sitting here so I can just show you. Remember the grill? So you never know. The point is, you never know where you're going to get inspired. Here I did. I got inspired by this Suave Kid Shampoo Elephant. Isn't that cool? The graphic of that. So we're going to draw. So here's what we did earlier today. We drew our version of the Suave Elephant. Isn't that funny? The baby elephant. And we're going to draw Mama Elephant. We're going to draw you riding the elephant. And then we're going to draw from the realistic picture of the bull elephant. Doesn't that look fun? So if you guys are ready, oh, good news! I got exciting news! Exciting news! My book was up in it was like number 12, number 13 over the Christmas vacation at Amazon.com, the top 100 best-selling drawing books on the planet. It was number 12, number 13. It was number 6. It was number 6. You can draw in 30 days. Give me half face if you've ever seen this today. Not seen today. Seen this in the past. Have you guys? Do you have one of these or seen this? Isn't that cool? Yeah. Let me tell you where it's at right now. You ready? Drum roll. Here, I got my little drum roll sound effect. Let's see. Now, who besides me really cares about this, right? All right. Here we go. Drum roll. I'm going to refresh it. Let's see what I am. Drum roll. That's my sound machine. And I am number. I can't see. Can you guys see? Look at. There's all the different numbers. Number 7. There we go. I'm number 7 out of all the books on the drawing books on the planet. Isn't that fun? I just a few minutes ago opened an email from an art teacher in Ghana. Isn't that neat? An art teacher in Ghana sent me a note saying that she likes the book and was using the book in her classroom. Isn't that neat to know that the drawing books or my drawing books around teaching people all over the place how to draw? I love it, love it, love it. All right, so let's start here, and we're going to start with our baby elephant, this little crazy, instead of blowing apples out of the trunk, we'll have bubbles coming out, okay? So let's draw a really fun-shaped elephant. It could be, look at, I'm going to kind of use that triangle shape. I kind of like that. You can do any kind of shape you want. I'll kind of do a little triangle. Now on this one, see, I use more of a circle. Any shape you want, okay? This one is almost a triangle, boxy. See, all right, you can use any shape you want, and we're going to be, now, I had someone ask me this morning with a question, is it okay if they take tracing paper, if they put tracing paper and put a paper over this and trace it together? Sure, why not? Why not? Get all kinds of ideas, any kind of ideas you want. All right, so I'm going to draw this. Oops, my pencil's out of pencil lead. I got to get another pencil going here. And I'm going to just look at any shape you want. You can make a square. You can make a circle. Look, I just went triangle. I went to a square. You can do a circle if you want. Any shape you want. Mine's going to be, I'm going to draw the trunk, so this will tell me what it's going to be. I'm going to use the top. Watch this. I'm going to come down the top, and I'm going to draw a little trunk right here. See that fun? Any shape you want. You can happy face, sad face if you got your shape. You can scribble, scribble, scribble. Be loose, be comfortable, be flexible. All right, now right here, I'm going to put a foreshortened circle. Watch this. I'm going to put a foreshortened circle right there. That's a squish shape. Remember our handy-dandy foreshortened circle. It's a very, very important building block. It's the same shape. Look, it's the same shape we used when we drew the clam. See the foreshortened circle? It's the same shape we used when we drew the front of the jet plane, the foreshortened circle. Or the koala bear. Remember the koala bear, the foreshortened circle? Look, it's the same shape as we drew the donut, right? Remember the donut? The foreshortened circle. It's a very, very transferable shape, even to an elephant's trunk. All right, let's taper this in. That's called taper when you come in closer. Let's taper that in and draw the elephant's trunk. Okay, happy face, sad face. You guys with me? And then I'm looking at this guy. Look at, see here? See this funny cartoon? Okay, he's got the big ears here, and their eyes larger. This is small. Look at the back ears overlapping. This is larger. Here's size. So let's use all those words here, okay? Let's draw. In fact, I'm going to put the ear right here, right? I'm going to put this big elephant's ear, little baby ear, just like they did on the shampoo bottle. And you know what I'm going to do? Before I draw the eyes, I'm going to clean this up a little bit. I want to clean this up just a little bit here. I guess mine's going to be more of a square shape. It can be any shape you want, okay? Now, so let's draw the near eye. Watch this. I'm going to draw the near eye right here, and then on the other side, look at this. I'll put the little eye popping out on the other side. All right? And I don't know. See, these eyes are bigger, and look what I did. I made these eyes bigger, and I made it look like a baby. See, smaller eyes make it look like an adult. That's called proportion. I want to make this a baby, so let's make these eyes bigger. Big eyes mean a younger character, a baby, or an adolescent, right? And then, look at bigger. Let's make these eyes bigger. Watch. Okay, does that look more like a baby? Happy face, sad face. Does it? See? Big eyes. Okay. Okay, Cole, do you have Cole, ask your parents to enable your camera so that you've been to the most 2013 drawing lessons, can share your drawings with all of the class. Okay, happy face, Cole. If you can ask your parents to get your camera enabled so that in the next lesson, I want you to show your drawings. Since you've been to 2,593 of my hour-long lessons, I want you to share your wisdom. All right, now over here, let's draw a little peekaboo. Look at this. See that little? See that? Look at the little peekaboo ear right there. See that little tiny peekaboo ear right there? All right. Well, oops. All right. Let's draw a little peekaboo ear. Peekaboo. Little peekaboo ear. Cool, right? And then put that. I'm going to shade that a little bit. I'm going to shade the nose. Shade the trunk. And then little tiny baby trunk. Little tusks, right? I'm going to draw little tiny baby tusks, little tiny ones, itty bitty. Okay, this is so fun. Now, down here, we know that's going to be our shape, right? So let's draw the feet. Now, even when I'm drawing this cartoon character, look at these guys have their feet going straight across. See that? I'm going to angle mine up to make it look more 3D. Now, some artists go straight across the page. See how they went straight across? So it's not wrong. you don't ruin your drawing. Oh no, I got to start over. It didn't work. If you go straight across, it's okay. But watch, what I want to do is I'm going to still use, I'm going to make these real simple feet. See, curve the bottom. I'm going to curve mine more than straight. See, they made their feet go straight across, but I do like these little tiny toes in here. I'm going to curve mine. Now watch this. I am going to slant it uphill just a bit. So I'm going to go uphill here. I'm going to go uphill here. Remember our drawing direction compass. We're going to use this every single time we draw. We're going to use these to make our drawing more 3D. We're going to use this line of direction northeast and this line of direction northwest. Here's our northeast line right here. So let's draw the back leg. Look at this. Okay. The front leg's a little bit bigger. It's a little smaller. Okay, this is going to be cool. I'm going to clean up. Let me darken it in here. Isn't that fun? Look at that. Boom. Baby elephant here. Mama! Mama! And you never know when you're going to be inspired. Oops, I just hit the camera. Wasn't that nice? Got all motivated. I got all drawing, pencil, power, action, and I'm banging the camera and the shampoo, knocking the shampoo over. Pencil, power. That's what happens when you get into your drawing. Everything else has to stand back. Stand back, I'm drawing. Stand back, I don't want to hurt anybody. Stand back. I'm drawing. Pencil power. You ever look at little peekaboo? See, peekaboo, peekaboo, peekaboo. See, even the artist that did this. See the peekaboo legs? Peekaboo, peekaboo. Oh, look at the shadow behind the ear. Hello, look at the little tail. See, all these fundamental words we use every time. Put a shadow behind the ear. Shadow, shadow, shadow. And then I'm going to take my finger. Look, I want to give the whole elephant a tone. I'm going to give the whole elephant. In fact, I'm going to use my Stompy here. I'm going to use my Stompy watch. I'm going to give the trunk. I'm going to leave the eyes, and I'm going to leave the eyes. See, let's make it darker on the left side. All right, you like it? All right. Uh-oh. What did I do here? Did I have ink on mine? That's all right. I got it. All right, you got to put a little bit of a tail, little baby tail there, a little tuft at the end. All right. What do you guys think? Happy face, sad face. Do you guys like our cartoon baby rendition of our elephant? Looking cool. Now let's put extras in here. Let's put some bubbles. All right, little bubbles coming out. It's like shampoo bubbles, right? And there we go. Now on this one, oh wait, I want to use my finger, make it a little more toned. Let me darken that just a bit. Can you see how dark? I made it dark, but it doesn't look very dark on the computer screen. On my paper it's darker. But I want to leave the tusks white and the eyes white. Okay? So let's detail that in there. Oh, this is fun. I can't stop myself. But we'll get more detail in the next one. All right, so there's our little baby elephant, baby dinosaur. You can tell what I have on my mind. Dinosaurs. All right, let's move into the next one. And on the next drawing, watch this. On the next one, I'm going to use my book. I'm going to use this book, Drawing in 3D. Give me half a piece if you've seen this before. Now, this book is number 83,943 in the Amazon top 100 best-selling drawing books on the planet. It's in the top 83,500. Very proud of it. 83,000. That's awesome. All right. Hey, it could happen. Here. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use this book, page 89, and I want to draw this elephant right here. We're going to draw this guy first, then we're going to draw this guy. Actually, this was inspired, this one of the elephant walking away. One of my 5th grade students last year was drawing it in their drawing journal. They made that up. It was just such a neat picture. All right, so we created into a lesson. I got inspired from one of my students. All right, so this one, this one's going to be a little more 3D, a little more detailed. We're going to kick it up a notch in difficulty. We're going to kick it up a level of difficulty. block in the dinosaur's body. Let's block in the elephant's. This is going to be Mama Elephant. And then I'm going to draw Mama Elephant's her head a little bit larger. Now, if you make the head larger, it looks like a baby. Make the head a little smaller, it looks like an adult, right? So, we have our, I don't know why I keep saying dinosaur. I don't know why. Because you guys are such geniuses. I'm tongue twisted. Now, for the elephant, to make it look 3D, we want to go back to using the drawing direction compass. So let's go ahead and draw the near leg here. The near leg is going to be bigger, right? So draw the bigger leg. This will be the elephant's knee about right here, right? See, the elephant has this muscle back here, and it comes down and kind of comes to her knee. And then watch, the foot, don't go straight across. It kind of pushes out the weight. See, the weight of the elephant kind of pushes out. All right? Maybe I should put it in the view of the camera so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so I taper down from the chest, and I'm going to draw the knee a little bit lower. Get a short little foreleg there. Now, the back leg, let's go ahead from the middle here. Let's go up in direction northeast. Let's go up in direction northwest. So we know, right? Now, here's the belly. Now watch this. The back leg's going to come off the back of the elephant's rump. Here's the back leg here. It comes down. Here's the knee. See, the knee lines up too. See where the knee is here? The knee's going to bulge out there. And I'm going to, it's smaller. See, it's thinner. This is thick. This is thinner. It's further away. Okay, I'm going to make the knee shape that foot. Okay. What do you guys think? Are you with me here on this? Do you have the little shapes? You got the elephant's rump. Here's the elephant's belly right here. That looks cool. Notice how it's overlapping. It's further away. All right, looking good. Now, let's move on to the other side. This leg's going to get shorter and smaller. Then I'll work on the trunk and the face and the ears in a second. Now, this is going to be the African elephant. Now, the Asian elephant is a little bit smaller. For instance, a little bit. It depends on where you are on the planet. Asian elephants have smaller ears, and they're from India and southern China, Nepal, in those areas, tropical forest. And the African elephants, they have much bigger ears, and they're from Congo, East Africa. They're the largest animals that walk on the earth. Isn't that cool to know? Here, I'm going to put the knee guideline for the knee. So the knee gets a little bit smaller. I'm going to push out the foot. Look at this. See, it's disappearing back here, see? So here's the chest. Here's the leg, little bump for the knee. This is going to look cool. If I can't help myself, I'm going to start darkening it. Some of the best elephants I've ever seen drawn were, well, one is in the book Animalia. You got to look at that. You guys ever see that book, Animalia? Look at back here. You can barely see this one back behind here. And check this out. Look at this. If you were to draw this, look at this. This becomes a foreshortened square. See that? Let's say you were drawing the elephant, and if the elephant was lined up on top of a box. Look. This foot is that corner, this foot's this corner, this foot's this corner, and this back foot is right here at the back. Isn't that interesting? See how it all lines up to make a box? Isn't that cool? Give me a happy face if that's cool. Isn't that cool? That's totally cool, Mr. Mark. That's awesome. All right, so we got our legs. We're using the word size. This is larger, it's smaller. This is lower, that's higher. Let's put some shading back here. Definitely on the far leg, that's all going to be in shadow. A little shadow on the ground here. And then shadow underneath the belly. We'll put some contour lines on those legs in just a second here. I'm just going to put a little bit of shading on the side of the legs, and then we'll add more in just a second here. I can't stop myself. See, the side's coming from up on the right, so I'll go ahead and put a little shading on the side. All right. Now, coming down here in direction southwest, put a little shadow along the foot here. I'm going to do something fun with this shadow. when I draw the trunk, I'm going to put a shadow under the trunk to lift it up off the paper. All right. Now for the face of the elephant, we're just getting more of the detail. I want to draw the elephant trunk and the ears. Usually what I do, if you notice, I usually block in everything and then start shading. I just couldn't help myself right here. I just had so much fun with the legs. But usually by this point, I would have had this blocked in so that, keeps the drawing balanced. So this won't be totally detailed and worked, and you have nothing up here. See, I just went way detailed down here and just totally forgot up here. So let's balance it out. Let's balance the detail out. I'm going to draw the trunk coming down. Sometimes there's a little bump right there. You know what I mean by the forehead? The forehead comes down. And then I'm going to have this really long trunk and have it curling. Little S-curve here. What do you think? That look cool? And while you guys are drawing that, I'm going to pull up some images on my iPhone while you guys are working on that, I'm going to pull up some images on my iPhone for the elephants here. Some really cool Google images. Look at these guys. I want to show you the side image here. You see, see the shape of the head? See how it comes down? Let me show you the side view here. See how that, it's kind of see, it's almost a sharp edge. I made it like a little forehead. Isn't that cool? Look at these guys. Look at that. Look at that, daddy. Marching. See, look at the angle of the back. You can really start looking at detail. See, if elephants aren't round, they have those angles, right? So look I'm going to put the angle up here that we just saw. See that? Let's do that. Put a little angle. See that? Isn't that interesting? See what I did? I put the bone structure. I put the shoulders and the hip coming around there. See? Little shoulder and the hip coming around. That looks cool. All right, now let's draw this guy's trunk. All right, I'm going to draw his trunk coming down here. Here's taper. It gets thicker as it moves around. Comes up. And now this will be a foreshortened circle, tapered out, but I'm going to put those little hands there. See how it's grabbing on? Maybe it's holding on a cashew or a peanut. Now for the tusks, let's start here. I want to draw these tusks coming around here. I'm going to draw these beautiful tusks. This is almost looks like a woolly mammoth now, doesn't it? This looks like fur down here, and so I got to. Mine looks like a woolly mammoth. I wasn't drawing a woolly mammoth. You guys see Ice Age? Anybody see Ice Age? That great character, the woolly mammoth. Doesn't that kind of look like his feet if you put fur on him? Look, we just drew an Ice Age woolly mammoth. Okay, here, let's draw the tusk. That one's smaller, it's further away. Okay, I made mine a little bit too small, so let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay, how does it work for you? And then, for the eyes, I'm going to put this guy's eye about right here, and then over here, I'll just barely see the other eye. So here's Mama Dynasty, Mama, and then here's Mama. Look, put some wrinkles under the eyes. And she's looking. I'm going to put a couple hairs, sometimes you can see little hairs on their head. And then if you're ready, let's draw this ear, this really big ear. I'm going to have the ear coming off from up here. Okay. Draw this really big ear. And then I'm going to have it coming around like that. I'll make it jagged in just a second. All right, coming around here, Big Mama. Now you could make the ear bigger. You can experiment, see how that looks if it's bigger. Okay, you can try different sizes and shapes, just whatever works for your drawing. Now back here, let's curve this away, go in the other direction. I'm going to draw this ear, and you can make that edge a little jagged on the side. I like that. I think that's just fine. That's a good size. Covers the back. And then watch, I'm going to make this ear have this really cool jagged edge. So it goes up, bends back, and then kind of this almost looks like Horton Hears a Who ear, doesn't it? Now for this guy, I'm going to draw all the helix. I didn't put a helix on his ear, did I? So on this one, I will. The elephants, they have a helix. So look at this. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, see this guy right here? Look. See that line? That's the helix of and the conches inside there. See that? You can see it close here. See a little baby? That little inside of the ear. Look at a little baby. Notice how the head is big compared to the mama dinosaur, right? Toward the body. We're going to draw. You guys want to draw that one next? We're going to draw that one. All right. So we have the trunk. Let's detail it. Now let's put some contour lines. Let's put some contour lines on this. Wait, I got to finish the ear. Got to finish the ear. I'm jumping around here. I'm going to put the concha. Here's the helix. I'm going to dark up here, lighter and lighter as you come on. Definitely going to get some shading underneath the ear, and I'll smooth that out in just a second. Looking cool. You love it? Do you like it? Looking great. All right, let's take our Stompy and let's blend the shadow under the ear. Let's blend the ear. I'm going to take my finger and tone in the whole head and the back ear. And the back ear, I'm going to darken it in. Let's put the value here. You guys, look at this. You're all sticking with me. Good job. Look at it. You know, see these contour lines are curving up. They're curving away from me. I'm going to put some on the forehead. Okay, just a few. And then as the nose turns down, look at this. I'm going to change direction of those contours. See? The nose bends right there and turns around. And then they change direction again over here, see? See this? See, these wrinkles are curved the other way. All right, look at it. I'm going to put a little shadow. I want to put a shadow down here below the trunk. You guys want to do that? You want to put a shadow to lift that trunk up? All right. And then look at, I'll take my eraser and I'll shape that a little bit better here. Look at, maybe put the shadow of the ears. Maybe have the ears kind of sticking out in the shadow, see? All right, so you can kind of see the elephant's ears wiggling, and you can see the trunk. All right, now I'm going to take my eraser and kind of shape that shadow. Isn't that cool? Happy face, sad face. Do you guys like it? Isn't that fun? Let's blend it. You expert artist, you guys are keeping up with this one. A little more advanced. Having some fun. Now let's do this. Look at on the legs. Let's put some wrinkles here. Look at this. And then on her toes. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a toenail. She's very well pedicured. This one's smaller. Look, I just put 3 toes. It's smaller, and look at this is a well pedicured elephant. This shade underneath the. Oh, you know what I'm going to do on this? Watch this. I'm going to put a wrinkle around her tusk and make it dark under her tusk here. Can you do that? Maybe a couple of wrinkles. I'm going to shade the trunk. This is cool, you guys. All right, you can just have so much fun with it. And then, now, definitely, you know what I want to do? I want to have you riding up here. So who's the elephant rider? Which one of you? Is this going to be Pat? I see you guys taper the neck. Okay, and then let's have the foot coming out here around the ear. Okay, here's the foot. Someone's foot's dangling here. Look at this. Someone's back here. And you have your other foot. It's on the other side. So here's your foot dangling around the elephant. And you can see your other foot's back here, see? There's your knee. There's your other foot. And you're holding on. See, draw this. And you can see your fingers holding on here to the ear. And this, you're holding on so you won't fall off, so you're being very careful. All right? So there you are. And then here's your nose, and this your eyes. And I'm going to draw your hair. See, your hair's kind of messy like your elephant child, see? Your elephant child. You're raised by elephants like Jungle Book. Like Jungle Child, Jungle Boy. Look at your hair, it's all messy. All right, you look cool, guys. Looking cool. All right, take your finger or your stompy, and let's shade that back ear. Leave the eyes white. Leave the tusk white. And then come around here. Look at this. Nice and dark. See that magic? The magic of the blender. Just love it. Just love it. All right, well, I really like that one. That turned out just fine and dandy, didn't it? Didn't that one turn out fine and dandy? Look at... When's the last time I said fine and dandy? When's the last time you guys heard fine and dandy? 7 years ago? 35 years ago? That's pretty funny. Well, Happy New Year's, by the way, to everybody. I saw that Andy, Kevin, and David said Happy New Year's. That's cool. All right. The year of the pencil. So there you are, riding the elephant. Now, let's draw the picture of the elephant marching off. So we'll come down here, and we'll draw the elephant walking away, and you guys are going to be on the elephant. So let's take a look at what we're going to end up with. Where's our... Here it is. There's our lesson. We're going to draw you stomping away. Now, we did this in the earlier lesson. What I want to do is have a whole... I want to have a whole herd. Look at... We want to have all these footprints. See this as you walk away. So let's block this in. Let's put this down here. So here's our lesson right here. See, we have 1, 2 drawings. We're going to draw 3, and then we'll draw a really cool picture that will pull up images from online, and we'll use that as a resource for inspiration. Okay. All right. So on this one, I'm going to draw the elephant's rump. But I want to move it up a bit. Wait. I'm going to move it up because I want to have room down here for all the footsteps. So I'm going to move this up quite a bit. I want to draw this elephant here. So there's the elephant rump. All right, you guys got a happy, sad face. If you got there's one elephant here. And we can put another elephant over here, moving away. It's a little smaller, a whole herd of them. Maybe another elephant right here. Look at maybe this one's going to be even in front. Look at all these elephants. We'll draw a whole herd of elephants here. Maybe look at this. Maybe another one back here. Maybe another one back over here. Look at this. Just elephant after maybe another one, and you can just barely see them way back here. All right, give me half a piece if you sketched in a whole bunch of circles. We're going to have a whole herd of elephants, and what we'll do is we'll focus on this one. But these will be, we'll add these in, see, as we get more detail. All right, so this will be the near elephant. So I'm going to pick his back foot up. I'm going to put a foreshortened circle just below the body. Watch this. Put a foreshortened circle, and we'll distort this. We'll make this one look like it's really it's tapering back, 1 point perspective, tapering back with wrinkles back to the body. And then right here, see the foot, or the leg is going to be coming down. It's a little bit longer, not straight across, but curve the bottom. I'm going to kind of push it out here. See, push out the weight, kind of pushes at the pad of the foot out. Does that make sense? Give me half a piece if that makes sense. When you draw the bottom, it kind of flattens out a little bit because the elephants weigh about 5 tons. All right, so we have our 2 feet. Now, what's fun about this one is, here, I'm going to put his tail. Actually, before I do that, I'll go ahead and clean up the rump. I want to put this impression in the ground underneath here. So look at this. See, I'm going to measure how big it is. I'm going to put a dot here, dot here. So I'm going to draw that impression. And then this foot right here, when it stepped up, look at this. This one's a little bit bigger as it comes towards you. And then I'm going to draw another one a little bit bigger. And I'll leave a space here. And look at this one's big. It goes right off the paper. See, right off the end of my paper. Isn't that cool? Happy face, sad face. If you got your elephant footprints in the grass as they're stomping down. Isn't that nice? All right, so um, these holes are on top of the ground, so let's go ahead and put the thickness on the top. Holes on top of the ground, let's put the thickness on top of the ground. It's on top of the ground. Remember, if the hole's on the right side of the object, the thickness is on the right side. If the hole's on the left side, building thickness is on the left side. If the hole's on the top, then the thickness is on the top. And the same here, it's a little thicker. And then you can barely see just a little bit of the dirt here. I don't want to make it look like a hole. I just want it to look like it's an indentation in the ground. So I'll still put shadow and shading. Just a little value, see? I want to put a little value on that ground. You see this? I want it to look like it's just dirt. All right, so the elephants are stomping. We can darken in the shadow underneath here in just a second. See what I'm going to do? See what I'm doing? I'm having some fun with the value, the grade. Down here, look, I'm going to put a big shadow underneath that foot. See that? Big shadow here. Shade inside. Shade inside. See what I'm doing? I'm doing gradation, right? Trying to give it a little tone, then take your finger. But I want to have a little more control. I want to leave the edge of that footprint a little lighter. All right, happy face, sad face. You guys got your footprints? Okay. Now we got to draw the ears of this guy. In fact, watch this. This ear is really big right here. Comes around. It looks like Horton here's a who, huh? Oops. Let me lower it so you can see it. Looking cool. And so on this guy, it's curving away from you. And then put that rough edge on this edge of the ear. See, if you look at the ears on the images we have here, you see on the elephants, you see it has that ribboned edge down here that has kind of a rough edge. Even on the baby, has the ribboned edge. See it looks like a fabric, drapes or fabric. All right, let's put the tail swoosh in here. Coming back here, little tassel, little bit of hair on the back. And you're going to be sitting up here, right? Is this you? Who's this? Happy face if this is you, or raise your hand if this is you on top up here. And I'm going to give the elephant the angles. Remember the angles here? Remember on the back? Kind of angle the back. It's not a perfect circle. It has some angles to it. And then let's shade under the foot. A little bit over here underneath this. Darken that in. Shade, shade, shade. Shade the ears. I'm going to put some tone on the ears. And definitely, look at this. The sun's coming from above on the top right. Oh, I have a question. I have a question. Open that text box. Yes, what is your question, you genius artist? What is your question? I'm going to value now. Take my finger. I'm going to use my stomp. Smooth it out. What's your question? Okay, you can send me a text. I think I opened the text box, right? All right, let's shade here. That's fine. I want to give it the whole edge. Sometimes I just can't. I'm so impatient. I have to use my whole finger to blend it. I'm going to put a little bit of a shadow under that tail. That's cool. All right, I like it. Love it, love it, love it. We're on the elephant. Okay. Early, keep saying dinosaurs. Why don't we draw one where he's marching? Okay, well, you can do that like in the Jungle Book in that movie, or the trumpeting one. You can do that. That would be awesome. All right, here, let's raise. You guys go for it. Go crazy with your drawing. Draw the little hands, little fingers holding here. Here's your hair. You're marching. He's marching off and running through the forest. Can we draw lizards someday? Sure, we can draw lizards. What was the first book that you ever wrote? Oh, I got here. I'll show you. I got a collection. Hold on. I'll show you. It's actually on this. Look at on my banner back here. Let me see if I can show you guys. Hey, can you see the banner right there? This is my first book right here. Here, right here. Learn to draw. And then where's my second book? Going way up here. Here's my second book, Draw Squad. And then my third book. And then my fourth book. All right, actually, I can actually show you the cover if you want to see it. You guys want to see the cover? This is me when I was very young. I'll show you a couple of these. Well, here's the first book I ever wrote right here. Look at it. Was I ever that young, right? It's called Learn to Draw from the Secret City. Okay. This hasn't been in print for a long time. And then I wrote the Draw Squad, right? You guys might have seen that book. It's 300 pages. I know, I was very young. I was in this one. And this one right here, I was 19 years old, I think, and there 30 years ago. And then I wrote this book. Actually, this one, we did a calendar. Look at that. Who's that young guy with the? Isn't that funny? We did a little Secret City calendar. Isn't that fun? And the Imagination Station. That was that book. You guys ever see that one before? That was a fun one. And then the one we're using today. And we drew this one. You can see, look at now I'm starting to get a little bit of gray in my hair here. The Drawing a 3D book. Okay. And then I did all my Scholastic series. But I want to get back to my drawing. So let's draw this herd of dinosaurs. Let's draw the herd of elephants. So on this one, I'm going to draw this ear going off the page. And this ear is going to be really big back here. And I'm going to draw this foot coming up instead of the other side. So this elephant's foot is the other way. See, I'm using a little bit of variation, see? So then you can draw. Now right here, you know what I'm going to do? I want to draw this elephant's trunk, okay? I'm going to draw this elephant's trunk going up like this. All right, so you can see this elephant's head just turned just a bit. Maybe even draw this elephant's tusk. All right, now this elephant right here, someone's going to be riding on this elephant. Someone's holding on to the ear. Maybe this one's waving. Hey, who's that? Who's back there in the background? Who's that guy right there? Someone's in that one, and you can put these footsteps, foreshortened circle, and it gets larger as it comes towards you. These get larger as they come towards you. This is size. Does that look fun? Me. And then over here I want to do, you know what, I got to erase part of the shadow of the trunk because I want to draw this picture right here. I want to draw one more. I'll put three. I'll put three running away here. So here's this elephant's ear. You can barely see the other elephants there here. And someone will be sitting on this one. In the back, I'm going to put this elephant's trunk up here. Make it, sounding the horn. And you can see these arms here. Someone's holding on to this ear. You guys just have fun with this. You can really, really have fun. Us, me. I love your funny text messages. All right, so we have the herd of elephants running away. Now on this one, I'm going to do the same thing. I'll put his foot over on this side. Have it overlapping back. And then here's this foot's pounding the, spread it out a little bit. See, it's higher. I'll put this one higher. You can see his shadow. See, I'm going to curve this tail the other way. See, I'll just make this tail a little different. So you got to make it a little different. And then this tail, maybe this tail will have this tail swooping way over here to the side, just to make it different. See? Make each one different. Maybe a little shadow underneath that tail. See, I tried to make each one a little different so it doesn't look like we just duplicated exactly the same elephant. Same shape, basically, right? But some are bigger, some are less, a little smaller. All right, so this one, erase that, clean it up. This is fun. You guys having fun? Fun, fun, fun? Okay. Now, watch this. Way back here, I'm going to draw the 4 shortened circles. They get larger as they come towards you. And then let's put the thickness on these guys. Thickness on the top, and they get larger as they come towards you. It's really important. It's called size. This one is not big enough. I'm going to make it bigger. It has to get larger as it comes towards you. It's got to be larger for the visual, for that. I'm going to put another one here. This one's even bigger. Look how big that one is. See? Down here in the corner. See that? It's got to be bigger. It's got to be larger. Looking cool. Love the detail. And look, you can spend so much time. You can shade that foot, put a shadow. And I want to shade, give the little value to the ground here, right? And we'll clean it up with our stomping in a second, but I just want to give a little value back here, right? Let's give a value, but not as dark as the shadow, see? That's a different value. Not as dark as the shadow. Does that make sense what I'm doing, you guys? Put a little thickness right here. A little bit of dirt value. And then I want to shade. But back here, I'm going to see a little bit of that foot back there. See that foot? And over here, I'll see a little bit of this foot here, too. See what I did? I just put these little peekaboo feet here. Way back there, a little bit of that foot. So you're just running. Okay, now, let's put the thickness. Boy, this one's getting detailed. I like it. I want to have time. Do we have time? We're going to have time. We're going to draw that from the image of the internet Google search. We'll search some images. All right. Because first of all, I want to use my Stompy and really smooth this out. There we go. What do you think? Do you guys like it? Do you like the scene of all the elephants stampeding away? You guys scared them. You guys, what did you do? You started singing, whistling? You started whistling? Or maybe you were opening a bag of potato chips and that sound scared them. Here, let's give a tone to all these elephants. Definitely give a tone here. I'm going to give a tone to that one. I want to give a value to these. See, nice and dark, definitely behind the ears. Smooth it out, and then a value to the ground. Now, I don't want it to look muddy, so I'm not pushing that hard on the ground. I want the elephants to be darker than the dirt, okay? So you can take your pencil and put another layer. If it's not dark enough, mine's not dark enough, I want to take your pencil and do another layer. Do another layer over here. See, this is not dark enough, so I'm going to put just a little more value. A little more value back behind here. All right, let's try it again. I want this to be a different value than the ground. Does that make sense? Oh, we got a question here. And we have just enough time. We're going to draw a really neat scene. We're going to pick this image from the internet. We're going to go to the internet and pick a cool image of an African elephant coming straight at you. All right, well, I really like that one. Do you guys like that one? Look at our page so far. We started pretty simple. Doesn't that look nice? That cool? So let's work this image right here on score number 4. on your last image down here. What we're going to do on this one is we're going to go to, I'm on a different, so I'm not sure. Okay, that's cool. We'll answer that question in just a second, but I want to take a few minutes here and let's find here. Let's look through here. Oh wow, look at that. Look at this, all these images. Look at that. Wouldn't that be fun? Draw that one. Look at the baby. Look at the baby. And then here's her. Look at these guys. Look at that Magestic. Look at that Magestic fellow right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and pick an image to draw. This is just fun. Sometimes just type in, a lizard or crocodile. Look at all the images, and then you pick one. I like this one because of the ears look like angel wings. So I'm going to, here's the version. Look, that's what we started with earlier today. And look at, here's what we ended up with. That look fun? Happy face, sad face. What do you think? We'll start with that. And we end up with a cool little sketch like that. That look fun? So we'll be inspired from our, look, I got to prop my phone up. So look what I'm doing. I'm using my duck. Is that cool? Look at, good thing I have my shampoo bottle and my mummy artist, and good thing I have, oh, look at all these lights. Look at that. See, look at this. This is my high-tech TV studio. Look at these lights. Look at all my lights. Whoa, and I got all the clocks over here so I know what time it is in the different parts of the world where you students are drawing. You see, I got Sri Lanka and Singapore and Tokyo and Vancouver and Queensland. All right, so this all started because I showed you. Okay, put a duck here, and I'll lean it up. Isn't that cool? Stay. There's my... this is where an iPad would come in handy. Too bad it's downstairs on the kitchen table. Okay, let's zoom this in. And this is so fun. How many of you want to take this lesson and make it into a 5-hour lesson? Let's just draw African animals for 5 hours. We'll just lions and tigers and bears and elephants. All right, let's draw. Let's block this in. We're going to start with a circle. Uh-oh, there we go. I'm going to start with the circle shape here. This is going to be the eyes, kind of an oval. Kind of an oval shape here. I'm going to leave room on both sides for these majestic ears, and then just an oval, and then a smaller oval, but overlapping. I'm going to kind of block in where the tusks are going to be. I'm going to have the tusks coming out of this circle here. See this? This will be the forehead up here. This will be the eye bone. This will be the tusks, and the top of the trunk, and then I'll have the trunk. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So I look at this, I'm breaking it into shapes. That's an oval. It could be a long. You can do it this way too. You can put a circle there. Definitely two big ears, wings coming out here like triangles. So the ears, I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to go up, and I can adjust these shapes later. I know that there's like an angled break right here. It goes up. There's not even that extreme. And then it's going to curve back toward about here where the tusk comes out. All right, so I'm going to have this ear, same thing on the other side. It's going to go up, have it come out really far, and then curve back toward where the tusk is going to come out right here. Okay, now let's take a look at our source. Does that make sense? It comes out. So mine slants down a little bit too much, but that's all right. I can fix it. Watch this. Just fix it. Oh. And then we'll ribbon the ears in just a second. So we got these little bumps on top of the ear. Okay, happy face, sad face. You with me in this right now? Right now it looks like an angel. It looks like an angel right here. And then I'm going to draw these tusks. Draw one tusk there. And this tusk is a little bit shorter. See? Because the angle of his head. The right tusk a little bit shorter because of the distortion. So I'm going to draw this tusk just a little bit shorter over there. Here, I'm going to try that one more time. I'm going to draw a little bit shorter, but it's a little bit thinner, not as thick. All right, now the trunk. Okay, so the trunk's going to come in here. See, the tusk comes out of behind the trunk, right? So the trunk comes in front. And as it comes down, watch this. I'm going to have the trunk. I'm running out of room. I'm going to have the trunk curve under. I ran out of room. Good thing I just barely had enough room. Comes down, and the trunk, you can see the silhouette is curving underneath the mouth here. All right, you with me? Happy face, sad face. Do you guys have your trunk bent under like that? That look cool? All right. So the trunk comes up, goes out, and then it comes in. There's like a bone right here, right? There's like a shape that curves up. Let me show what I'm doing here. You see? You see the trunk comes out, and then the tusk comes out from right here. The trunk goes over. All right, happy face, sad face. You with me? Now I'm going to put the eye. The eye is way up here. See, follow that. The eye's up here. And it's kind of a small, dark eye. See that? Back here. See, way up. See how it goes up? We'll use this in just a second here. The forehead, I'm going to make the forehead a little bit higher. And now watch the bone of the eye. Watch this. See the eyebrow comes around. See? The eyebrow comes around. There's the eye, the bone, the eye coming around here. Shaping the face. And then right where the bone of the eye is, this is where the ear, the helix of the ear is. See this? So what we just did, look what we just did. See, we drew the eye. Can you guys see that? Give me a half face if you can see that. So we did the eye, we did the bone, and then behind the bone we draw the helix. Isn't that cool? See, you can do this with any illustration, any photograph, any drawing. Now, here's another way to do it, you guys. You can trace it. Remember I was showing you guys my favorite toy this Christmas that I gave to my kids. Remember? I gave my kids the tracing tablet. It's like an animation studio. Look at this. This is like $18 at the store. It's really just a neat. And then my son used his, and he drew. You know, my son, Mario, give me a half face if you've ever seen Mario waving on the, have you ever seen Mario waving in the classroom? He always comes in the evening class and waves. Happy face, sad face. But he's my son, awesome, loves, look at this, loves to draw, and he traced this rock band. Isn't that cool? See the rock band? All right. Now, some people think tracing is cheating. Well, that's not true. Tracing is a fantastic way. Tracing is a fantastic way to build up your drawing skill and your drawing confidence. Okay, look at, put the shade in here, blend, blend, blend. Isn't that neat? Shade it. Tuck it in there. All right. Isn't that cool? Dark here. Shade it. Isn't that cool? Look at that. The shading is really what pops it out. All right, now I'm going to erase these lines. They're actually going to help us out here in a second. Now watch this. I'm going to clean it up. Clean up all these extra lines. Now look at, let's go back to our source again. See this? Now, give me a happy face if you see these rough edges of the elephant in Africa, the African elephant. See those edges there? That's what we're going to draw. Look at this. I'm going to draw these edges, kind of this little ribboned edge here. Looks like an old bull elephant here. See that? Okay, nice and dark. And then I'm going to tone this all in just a second here. I'm just scribbling the shade. It's called scribble. Now, what I'm going to do right here, this is really neat. I'm going to put some curved lines. Watch this. The trunk is curving away from your eye, and I'll put a few of these lines between the eyes. Put some of these lines on the forehead, way up high. Now watch, I grouped them together. I did 3 groups. Now here, this line right here, look at this is your eye level. So then below here, below this line, these contour lines would curve the opposite way, and they get more curved as they move down the trunk. See this? They get more and more detailed. And I'm going to put that trunk in shadow back there so you can barely see it. All right, so let's take our Stompy. Let's go ahead and tone the side. Look at, I'm going to put tone. See this? I'm just toning the edge. Definitely the whole ear. See this? Take your Stomp. Blend it. I'm going to leave the tusk, that brilliant white. Look at this. Isn't that cool? You really learn to look at an animal when you draw it like this, don't you? I'm trying to make an elephant roar. Who wants to use the microphone to make an elephant roar? Does anybody want to make an elephant trumpet sound? It doesn't really roar, it trumpets. I'm trying, in my head I'm hearing a trumpet. But I don't sound like a trumpet out loud, do I? All right. Well, in about 2 minutes, I'm going to open the camera and I'll let you guys show your drawings to the world. Look at the back line. See how the body disappears back here? Look at the two front legs are larger and this leg is shorter. It's further away. So let's go ahead and draw just the rump back here and draw the shoulder of the bull as it comes around here. And then to get it real dark under here. Real dark behind under the trunk. See, this is, look at that, isn't that fun? This is contrast. This is going to make it look like a really cool sketch. Real dark under the ear, back behind there. All right. So notice how I showed more of the left side, so it looks like he's turning towards you. He heard you. He heard you breathing. And he went, oh, look at that. Now take your Stomp and just paint it. Just use your instincts from where the sun is in the shadow. There we go. Cool. All right. Well, there's our inspiration on the internet, and then there's our more realistic elephant. So there's your lesson, you guys. Was that fun? Did you guys have fun? Thank you so much for drawing 3D with me today. I think I'll leave that one as our last image. Thank you for drawing with me today. Now, if you want to show your drawings to the rest of the class around the country, I'm going to stop the recorder, and then I'll turn the camera back on, and we'll split screen, and you can share your drawings with the world. If you're watching the recording, I hope you keep drawing every day and watch at least one lesson a day. Okay, how about one lesson a week at least? There you go. If you draw one lesson a day, you'd be like Cole. You'd have 5,000 hours of drawing in a year. Here you go. Thank you. I'll see you on the next lesson.